Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Space Exploration Krastorio 2 and AAI Vehicles. So, I've been busy a bit. I've put these new smelting setups down, and I've already tested it if it was working for iron over here, and iron over here is just immediately backed up. And we're now going to open this thing up over here for copper as well, so that you guys can see this thing over here in action and can actually see how nicely this thing is actually working. I did check again and double checked and triple checked it. The wastewater over here, or the dirty water, actually the dirty water over here, is not being affected by productivity modules, which means we do lose water in the cycle over here. And this one over here, this little atmospheric condenser over here, going, of course, with decent speed, is more than enough to fill up or keep the whole thing over here in balance, which is really nice. And the copper train over here has already arrived. We also have one more down here that is currently unbound to anything. I might just maybe just bind it to sand or something. Actually, no, this one is one that does do refining. So this one over here will probably be either more iron or more copper. We can choose later on. We are having the options open. Good. I did add some more stations over here. Of course, there's the vulcanite import over here that just shoves in the vulcanite over here from the left. And of course, there's the stone output over here that shovels the stone out over there. Another quick thing I did is I kind of wanted to make these things as uniform as we can. So the output filters over here are actually set to enriched iron, enriched copper, and enriched rare metals. And then the filter over here is just set to stone, so that whatever we make over here, we can send it back over here. And also, the feedback loop of the iron over here does not need a chest whatsoever, because these over here do go in round robin. Whatever is sitting over here goes into the machine and it will not get stuck, which is really amazing. Good. So let's order up some trains. This one is already ready to go. A thing I've already did is I already closed down the stations over here of the old refinement center. There's still some trains over here with some enriched iron in them and some enriched copper in them. These over here, we are just going to wait for them to be processed over here. And once these are done, we will eat them up and gobble them up. But for now, there is something landing over there. Hello. There is a copper plates train over here. And I'm going to set you to a copper plate provider. He will prefer this thing over there. But no, could you maybe just come over here and come to the copper plate provider down here, so that we can see this machine over here in action. Also, the recipe over here is still the wrong recipe. Let me just prepare it over here real quick. So that we can copy paste it over. There we go. It's in my pocket, ready to go. And once the train is there, you can see this thing just rip roar. What I really like is this direct connection between these two buildings. This saves so much speed. Like, not having a pipe in between your buildings is bloody amazing. It's a thing we did mostly in Pyanodons and in some other playthroughs or mod packs of Factorio as well. But if you can direct connect two buildings, you're gonna be golden. And this thing over here, it's good. It's really good. Okay, that train is about to come. Here we go. He is sitting over here waiting to come in. There we go, he comes. Here we go. There's still some copper in there. That doesn't matter anymore. These trains over here can now be unbalanced. It doesn't matter. Because actually, no, it doesn't matter because this machine over here will balance them. This thing over here will automatically balance them. Okay, let's open it up. Yeah. Look at it go! Yes! It's amazing. It just eats it. Look at it go. It is just going at full speed, full tilt. 6 inserters down here is enough to fill up the green belt. The green belt is not running at full speed. You can like see it. Yeah, it strobes a bit, which is a bit annoying. But in here, look at that. It just rips. And I mean, seeing this run over here at this speed, and seeing that we do not get any water in here extra does tell me that we do not get any extra wastewater produced over here. And you can see over here, the water level over here, it will always sit between 5,000 and 6,000. Like when it goes like under 5,000, the pump opens up. And usually this machine over here has in it about 500 to 1,000 liquids. So once the pump opens up, it just goes up to like 6,000 again. So that also disconnects us from any kind of water line we need to get in here, which makes this oh so much better. Now, of course, the back part over here, sadly, is already backing up. In here, this is, well, you might think it's going a little bit slower than this over there, but keep in mind, we do make 12 plates of copper over here every 24 seconds, or with a crafting speed of 42. About, if you like squint your eyes together, twice per second, if you really squint your eyes together. Well, with productivity modules, with productivity bonus, they are definitely at least 3 times per second even. Wow. Lovely. These inserters over here also seem to be keeping up. I guess once we go on a higher tier of inserters, of modules over here, these inserters over here might be running at a limit. But for now, this is fine. And I love it. This is amazing. This is really cool. And this system over here will be replacing all of these sooner or later. Now we got some more space over here. We also got a little bit of an oil field in the middle that we are going to be digging out soon. But for now, we're going to work on something different. This thing over there, working like a charm. Love it. But we do still have to solve the stone and the sand issue again. And for that, let's find an empty space somewhere. For that, we're going to do a rebuild of a thing we've already done. We are basically going to do a sand and a stone ore distribution system. Let's maybe build it over here. And that's more or less only going to be like a train onto a train balancer. We already made it in a simple variant over here. But this thing over here does not really have the power I wanted to have. Like only a single blue belt coming out over here. That's not good. That's not good. We should make this thing better and faster so that we can run it at full speed all the time. This thing over here is also... Okay, it's not connected to this stone field yet. But we do have a lot of sand as a byproduct. And if we go over here... Yeah, I made this thing over here. Oh god, it's strobing as well. It's not the best. But this is more or less like a deep storage at the moment. If like this warehouse over here is fuller than 400,000, it opens up this belt over here. And if this warehouse over here is like, I think under 50,000 or something like that, it opens up this belt over here. So it's for now it flows all over here, and maybe at some point it will flow back. But at the moment, there's no train over here picking up the sand, and that's a bit of an issue. So let's maybe just start off with something fairly simple. First of all, we want to get like a train that's coming in that is going to be something like a sand sink train, more or less. Picking up sand from a place where we make sand as a byproduct. There we go. Is this long enough? That is long enough. Good. We do want to use stack inserters for this one. And we do want to empty it out as fast as we can. Do we need to balance this one? Now that's a good question. Technically, we could just send this over to the next train and just be done with it. Sand. We do also want to produce sand. And that's the thing that we more or less did over here in terrible and bad. That's over here. If there's no sand sink present or no sand coming in from a sink, we fill it up with sand that is coming from a processing machine. And stone also has the same issue. Stone, we do also have stone as a byproduct. We get it from crushing cryonite. We get it from, well, scrap. We get it from vulcanite processing. Once we go into the whole core fragment processing, which is also going to be interesting at some point in time, we get a whole bunch of stone out of that as well. Skip all of this. That's all fragment processing. I don't care about that. We get it as part of uranium processing. And we also get it in used up uranium fuel cell processing. Are we doing that? I don't think we're doing this. Wait a minute. This gives us tritium? We should be doing this. That sounds amazing. We get it as part of the Kovarex cycle. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of places where we get stone as a byproduct. So we do also need to handle sink stone. So it kind of makes sense to make a station that sinks and balances stone as well as sand in one and the same. Good. So let's start off with this. This is just going to be your classic. We unload this train over here. There we go. There we go. We should maybe also stop building this. There we go. Then just make this a simple station. This one over here will be unloading sand. Sand coming from a sink. Or maybe we start off with stone. Maybe we should start off with stone. So this one over here orders in sink stone and orders in actual stone. So we're gonna need 2 of these. Let's make them as far apart as we can. There we go. Let me also... Nah, we can't do that. That'll be fine. It would be lovely if you could, like, tell your bots to only pick up stuff and not place stuff, but I don't think that's an option. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Things we do need before we do the copy again. We need to put in some lamps. There we go, there we go, there we go. Because lamps are important, and if you don't place lamps, you are being a barbarian. Have you ever seen a barbarian with a lamp? No, me neither. Then again, a barbarian with a 2-handed lamp, like one of those IKEA lamps, those halogen lamps. Oh god, that poor enemy, whoever that barbarian will be facing. Good. Okay, stone over here, and then sink stone. No wait, mine stone over here, sink stone over there, and then it all goes into... Yeah, it should all go into a chest for now. Even though chesting it is not the best to do it, we are going to chest it for now. Always bump it on the chest. There we go. So you come in like this, you come in like that, and you come in like this. There we go. We can have multiple of these stations just sitting around everywhere. There we go. Don't place them, ghost them. There we go. And then we take this whole thing over here. And it will be also... Ha! Well, there's your problem. Cut it into pizzas and put it further down. And that's also where the lamps are on the way now. I have to rethink my lamp policy. Unless... No. I'm not rethinking my lamp policy. Come on. No. Lamps are important. Lamps is life. There we go. We're just going to copy it over like this. Without this. Without that. And then we just have to reconnect the power by some other means. There we go. There we go. You to there. Goes you up. There we go. You from there. There. And there. And here. There we go. Good. So, 2 different inputs over here. One will order up stone coming in from a mine. And the other one will order up stone coming in from a sink. We will prefer the sink whenever we can. Good. Then, priority 1, I guess, export it again. So now we go the other way. But this one will be... Let's maybe start with you over here for now. So priority 1, export it. And then we can go straight like this, straight like this, straight like this, straight like this. And then there we go. We shall pick up. Come on. I know there's a shortcut for this, but I like to press buttons. I'm a very button pressing guy. There we go. And then put those lamps back in. This is then what we will call the actual stone provider. Which will mean that we're gonna need some inputs over here. I guess, I mean, if we unload the train this fast, we can load the train this fast. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Good. And then you go over there. You go over there. You go over there. And you go over there. Good. That will be the actual stone providing measurement. I guess this is fast enough. I mean, we could still speed it up again, but this is 240 items per second. That is more or less 1.2 stacks per second. It will take us 40 divided by 1.2. That is that divided by that. That is 40 by 1.2, that's 10, 20, 30. It will take us about 30 seconds to fill up a single wagon. So it will take us 8 times 30. Yeah, it will take us a couple minutes. A couple minutes? Wait a minute, that still sounds like a lot. Can we make this go any faster? Not really. No, this will be fine. This will be fine. Good. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Then on this side, it's a little bit on the downside. It's not really central over here. We could make it central. We have the space for it. We make it central. There we go. Make it central. Make it beautiful. Over here, this over here, we could either push this onto another train, or we use this as the overflow output, where we then turn this into sand. Now, the sand that we then make over here out of stone is also the sand that we can then export. So, what do we have down here? We do not have any kind of mine where we get sand from. The only thing that we do have is an overflow input coming from somewhere. So, we could then... We do need some machines as well. We should not forget about the machines. That's also why we have a little bit of space over there. We could then put you over there, or something like that. Stone comes out, goes somewhere. The stone then needs to be processed. Okay, stone to sand. We eat 3 stone per second and turn that into sand. 2 of these at a reasonable speed make a yellow belt. Now, this one over here is, of course, way faster than that. And that is perfectly fine. But we now do have to make a decision on how we recycle the stone over here. Okay, we will always prioritize sand coming in from another train. Yes, absolutely. I'm kind of thinking about... of not doing it like this, and maybe just cutting it over here, and maybe make it 2 different systems either way. Because we probably want to have 2 sync trains sitting over here. Or having the option of 2 sync trains sitting over here unloading a train. Let me put it differently. What I kind of want to prevent most of the time is that the sync or the balancing station will be fed by an ore train coming from the outside. If we have one station where a sync train can come in every now and then that sync train will unload up to a certain point. Will unload up to a certain point. And then will also be augmented by a train coming from like a mine. If we put in like 2 trains that can unload as a sync, then we can unload twice as fast sync trains, and we can still augment it with a train from a mine. But then again, do we have that many stone trains coming in here? Probably not. But I guess it will be fine. Also, worst case scenario, and that is the worst case scenario. Yeah, Worst case scenario is for every stone train that we need, we have to move it once left to right. That's gonna be annoying as fuck. Option 2. Maybe we just make a sync station. What can we sync stone into? We can just shoot this into space and go like, goodbye! Turning it into matter. Now, this is... Oh. Dang. I was like, oh, that's easy. No, it's not. Yeah, that's very deep down the tech tree. Nope, not an option. We can stack it. What can we do with stacks of stone? We can unstack it. Nice. We can turn it into rails, repair packs. We can turn it into big rocks, huge rocks, and we can turn it into sand. The system like this is not going to be feasible if we have a lot of stone. Well, what do we need stone for in general? Let's put it in a different way. What is the one thing that we need stone for? We need it for bricks, for stone 30, For rails, repair packs. Never mind, we turn it over to sand. Sand is the one that's important. Okay, sand. Sand, 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 sand. Every brick that's coming in will probably be turned into sand at some point in time. We do need some stone every now and then, so we can still have this one over here. That will export stone. We do need it for rails, and rails are very important. And we do need it for repair packs. Repair packs are very important. I don't think there is an alternative recipe for repair packs and for rails. There's nothing else for repair packs, and there's nothing else for rails. Okay, perfect. So then this system over here makes sense. It also kind of makes sense that we don't really want to mine as much stone anymore. Only up to a certain degree. And that's the thing that we can do with this one. Good. So, come to the agreement that this thing over here will then go out somewhere and that will turn its stuff into sand. So, what is the maximum crafting speed of a crusher? Crushers. Where are they? Over there. Has a crafting speed of 1. That means we can just take a look at... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Over there. And then it's over here. How many modules can we push into one of these? 4. Okay. So, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Over there. Crafting speed of 1. We could just take a look at the chemical plant. Has a theoretical crafting speed of 10 as an input. And then we can put up to 4 of them in there. So, output speed is a crafting speed of 18. Crafting speed of 10 going in. If we turn that all into sand, it will eat 30 sand or 30 stone per second. And it will push out 7.5 times 18. That is 15 times 9. That is 15 yellow belts. 15 yellow belts. That is 7.5 reds. That is 5 blue belts. That is 2.5 purple belts. What's the highest here? I think that's purple belts. 5 blue belts. Oh, 5 blue belts. That is 90, 180. And then it's 235. If we turn that into green belts, that's 4 green belts. Perfect. So 1 green over here turns into 4 green. Oh, God. Wait. No, 1 red. Oh, God. 1 green over here turns into 8 green of sand. Oh. Oh. That's a lot of sand. Okay. Scrap that. Scrap that. Let's just pick up all of this real quick. There we go. And I think I just answered my own question. Is there a way for us to only pick up stuff that we don't want? Yep. Just cut it away. Okay. Okay. New plan. Let's first of all take this thing. This thing over here is inertly correct. Only the middle over here is not correct. So this thing over here is going to... We need 4 of these. Each one of these is going to... We need 2 of these. Because each one of these is eating a partial green belt. There we go. And then we get something like this. Same thing over here, same thing over there. And there we go. Good. And that is 1 green belt, 2 green belts, and then we get 2 more over here. And it all goes into there. And then we just let it rip. Because letting it rip is the best part. Out, however, is per machine 4 green belts. Is that still correct? Let me just check this one real quick again. Yeah, it's 7.5 per second. At a crafting speed of 18, that is 9 yellow belts. 9 yellow belts. This over here is 4 yellow belts. That's 8 yellow belts. It does not add up in my mind at all. 7.5 per second per crafting speed. Crafting speed of 18. Output crafting speed of 18. So that is 9 yellow belts. That is... Oh, I see my miscalculation. Yeah, it's 9... 18, yeah, it's 9 yellow belts. That is 3 blue belts. There we go. And 3 blue belts. That is either 1 super belt and 1 blue belt, or 3 blue belts, 45. And then we can, okay, I have to visualize this real quick. 3 blues, that's 45, this and this and this. We could do that we can add 15 over here to there to turn that into a green one, and then we have got the red remaining, and then we can do the same thing over there, turn it into the green one, and then we have a yellow remaining. So 3 blues could be 2 greens and a yellow. You know what? Keep the blues. 3 blues is fine. 3 blues is perfectly fine. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. There we go. Good, good, good. And then this thing over there, this thing over there. I still dislike that this sometimes happens. But there we go. Good. Yeah, that should be fine. Slight output of sand. And now we need to distribute that sand. Now, we're going to have a total of 6, 12, 24 blue belts. That's a lot of blue belts. If we want to load up that is the same amount as having 12 superior belts. What do we still need to make the best belt? Logistics, there we go. We can research it technically. Not a lot of stuff actually. It's kind of expensive, but in some cases it might be useful. So we could compress it down into some advanced belts. Absolutely. Or we take 4 of these together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And use that for a train station. If we have 2 of these, then we result in 6 train stations. Nice. Sure. How do we do that? I mean, this over here is already something like a natural pattern. Let's just align it. I want to align it over here. You might see what I am going to do over here. Then give it some space. And then we're going to have... Okay, we start over here with... Yeah, go on out, go up. Go on out, go up. Don't place it down. Shift it. Hey, we're going to need some more space. We're going to need some more space. Take this whole thing. Give it a gap of at least 2. Sand production, we live it. And then each one of these, each one of these is also going to have like a sand balancer on top of it. And then we should be fine for any kinds of sand balancing. Just build it once, forever. Lovely. Okay. 2 ways we could do it. Let's do it like this. This will be fine. And then you live over there. There we go. There we go. And then you go up. You go into there. You go over there. And you go over there. Perfect. And then we need this whole thing over here one more time. Well, not the whole thing, a partial thing. We don't need the green belt over here. This looks so wrong. And then come a lot of stations. Like, a lot of stations. Now, the good thing is, this thing over here is 6 wide. So, okay. Let's move it around a little bit more. Okay, we got like a couple more minutes. Perfect. We're going to get ourselves one more station over here. And we're actually going to do it like this one over here. So let's align it. And I might already switch this up a bit. I will definitely switch this up a bit. You will probably see where this will be going. Take this out. Take this out. Where did... the red belt is still fine, yes. But we do want some green undergrounds for here then. There we go. There we go. And instead of making this weird hook over there, we don't need to make that weird hook over there. We're going up straight over here. Up, 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 up. All the way. And look at this. This will be our input. That will be our target. Yeah, swivel it. Swivel it, not swivel it. There we go. We still... No, we don't need this one. This one can go. This will be sink, sand coming in. Good. And then we need to get rid of sink sand right away. That would be this one. Good. Yeah, that's fine. Good. So this over here will be a sand sink input train coming in. And then this over there will be the official sand output for whoever needs sand. And then we can balance it over here in this chest. And then we can do the same thing over here. Let's just get rid of all of this. And this feels wrong. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we do need to put the undergrounds in here again. You over there. You over there. Pick these up. We're going up. Up, up. And then I think we can manage to jump under. It's 1, 2, 1, 2 over here. Yeah, we should be able to manage to jump under here, under there, under here, under there. You can already see where all of this is going. There we go. Pick up this. We don't need this one. We do need these, I think. Do we need these? If we don't, oh, even better. Yes. And then we're gonna have a similar station over here yet again. With a bit of a distance, like something like this. Doesn't really matter. And then we just continue this thing on and on and on. It's gonna be a big station. It's gonna be probably the biggest thing we've built in a while. It's also probably gonna take some time to be plonked down. But let me get this in, that in, this in, that in, and this. There we go. But this is going to be the sand, the great sand distributor. The one sand distributor to stop all sand distribution. Sure. Each station over here, each sand output station will be outfitted with a sink station. So that we can always sink sand. And we will fill this storehouse over here up, or this warehouse over here up to a certain point, so that these machines over here don't have to be running all the time. And there will be one more on top of this, for this side, and then another tree coming from over here. I might even just pull this out more over here and make the other stations over here and just let them go out this way as an easier out and an easier in. Else the station will be very long and very high. Good. This was yet again a very theoretical episode. Usually my episodes kind of tend to go this way, where we just sit there and we just try to blueprint stuff that we need. And then I'll build them off camera, because to be perfectly honest, like building the stuff, like me putting the stuff down over here, well, is that entertaining? No. Figuring out the ratios, figuring out what we need to build, figuring out what we do. That is, in my opinion, the thing that makes Factorio great and fun. And this might seem ginormous in size, but keep in mind, sand as a byproduct is... Not sand as a product. Sand as a byproduct is something that we actually don't really have as often. Okay, let me put it differently. In every game of Factorio, every mod pack where I have sand, sand fucking sucks. It gets everywhere. But this is to bind all sand. Good. So, if you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me in growing this YouTube channel into something bloody amazing. And oh boy, am I happy to see it grow. You guys are absolutely making the best of it. It can only grow with your support, and the support I'm getting for you guys is bloody amazing. I really enjoy looking into my YouTube dashboard every morning, going like, comments, oh yes, new subscriptions, new this, new that. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Then you can also find me on twitch.tv/BoldViking, where we are streaming even more. Factorio, of course, they are billions. We're doing a bit. Stellaris we did just a bit ago. Rimworld, GTFO. There's a whole wide range of games to play on the Twitch channel. It's not always Factorio, but there's also a good amount of Factorio in there. And without further ado, I wish you all an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around!